Because we have in studio an international entertainer and composer this morning. We're so thrilled to have John Tesh with us in studio. Listen, John has won an incredible lifetime of honors. 6 Emmys, 2 Grammy nominations, 3 gold records, 8 million records sold, and you're probably listening to his popular radio show heard locally on WHTT. Good morning, John. Nice to have you here.
It's great to be here.
It's a pleasure for us.
Yeah.
You are in town for a special show tonight at the Riviera Theater.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Yeah, this is a different show for us. We usually come in with like a big 80-piece orchestra.
Yeah.
This is my family. So it's me, it's my son Gib, who plays ukulele. He's also a comedian. My daughter, who is a trained ballerina and modern dancer. And it's my life sort of peppered with music. So we call it Songs and Stories from the Grand Piano.
I love it. I love it. And you're going to love the Riv. It's a very historic, place.
Yeah.
The audience will be very cozy, and they'll be really ready for it tonight.
That's a good match for the show, because people have said that it feels like they say they feel like they're in our living room. You know,
John, when we say John Tesh multi-talented, it's like that in the dictionary. You see, multi-talented, it's got to be John Tesh, composer, entertainer, and then you were telling me, of course, I remember after you spurred my memory, you started off in TV as a reporter.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I wanted, my whole life I wanted to be a musician, and I ended up taking a radio and television course. And so, yeah, I started at about 20 years old, and at 23 years old, I was anchoring the news and a reporter at WCBS TV in New York City, and one of my assignments was the 1977 blizzard right here in Buffalo.
Wow.
I was sent to cover it, and I'm standing on top of a snowdrift doing the reporter thing, like, here I am in Buffalo, and all of a sudden the side of the snowdrift, a door in the snowdrift opened up, and a guy yelled out and said, "Get off my house!" That's when I knew it was a serious blizzard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So and there was a place called the 747 Lounge.
Yes, by the airport.
Yeah, and we slept. It was a bar, right? Mm-hmm. And we slept on the floor of that place. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that turned into the Playboy Club and a lot of other things down the road.
I bet it did.
Yeah, quite a history at that place. But John, it's again, and in this show tonight, you're going to hear more about John's life, and I understand there's a book coming out which will also maybe surprise a few people about what's in there, because like you say, you've had an eclectic kind of career to lead up to this.
Yeah, I mean, the book is called Relentless. It'll be out in March. I just finished writing it, but it's I mean, headlines. When I was 20, I was homeless in a park. I got thrown out of North Carolina State University because I tried to change my major by signing a professor's name to the drop ad card, which I do not recommend. But it made a man out of me. They threw me out of the university. My dad threw me out of the house. I was pumping gas and working construction, and I ended up getting a job at a radio station. They felt sorry for me, and I was playing the religious tapes on Sundays, and then some guy left, and I ended up getting my foot in the door, and that sort of started my career. And I love radio, love television, and then percolating under that, I was always playing in a jazz club or something.
But John, you've never lost who you are, because you're kind of an enigma in Hollywood, because you put your family first all the time, and you're not ashamed of that. You like people to know that, and that's how you live your life.
That was not my idea. That was my wife. Because I was always driven and sort of frightened of my future, and so I was always moving. And when I met Connie Selica, my wife, and this was 28 years ago, she's Italian, of course, and so she was the one that really plugged me into, and so I became Gibbs' stepdad when he was 10.
Wow.
And now we have Prima, who is 25, and you'll see them on stage tonight, with me. It's really, she taught me how to be a family person.
See, wow, I just love that. Now listen, with radio, big band concerts, orchestral concerts, the book coming out, what is there left for John Tesh to do? Is there something that you really still have that you haven't done yet?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of doing it, and you'll hear it tonight.
Okay.
I was diagnosed in 2015 with terminal cancer, and I was given 18 months to live. It was a rare form of prostate cancer, and so the journey through that with my family, the healing journey, which included surgery and chemo and all the rest of it, but also the ketogenic diet.
Yeah.
And then my family and I discovered a scripture which I have tattooed on my arm, in Mark 11:23, which is, whoever says to this mountain, be removed and be cast into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says will be done, shall have what he says. And so our family became focused on and driven to figuring out where are the promises in the ancient scriptures for healing.
Yeah.
And we stood on those scriptures, and I not only at that moment got healed of cancer, but of arthritis and everything else that could possibly be wrong with me. So that's at the end of the show, you'll hear that story and you'll see pictures about it.
Wow.
But you know, if I hadn't had faith for the doctors in the beginning, I'd be a dead man, you know. And so I'm also talking about how important it is to get those tests for prostate cancer.
Oh, we're
breast
both
cancer,
living of that, for sure.
Yeah.
So everybody, let me tell you, there's a couple of tickets left. Don't miss Songs and Stories from the Grand Piano from the one and only John Tesh tonight at the historic Riviera Theater. Listen for tickets. Starts at 7 o'clock, by the way. 692-2413, or simply log on to rivieratheater.org. You won't forget it.